Who better to talk smack with than SEC Network's Paul Finebaum? Good to see you, Paul.
Honey, it's great to see you. It's great to be back in Birmingham.
Welcome home.
It's been too long.
Yeah,
missed a few Iron Bowls.
Yeah, but you're not going to miss this one. Before we get to this, can I address the elephant, and not the Alabama elephant, but the elephant in the room? Are you closer to deciding if you're going to run for U.S. Senate in Alabama?
Yes, and much to the chagrin of all these political types who told me I needed to make a decision, I could not make a decision before the end of at least the regular season, Ani. So as soon as we get past the championship game, I will stand on the tallest mountain in Birmingham and declare one way or the other.
So SEC championship or national championship?
The SEC championship. Okay. No, the national championship gets a little bit late in the political game.
Yeah. Yeah, you do have to declare and all of that, and you need a little more time. All right, we'll hold you to that then, Paul. All right, so let's talk football. The Iron Bowl, big game. Where is your head on this game right now? Because it seemed a few weeks ago maybe cut and dry, but you have some concerns.
I do, and they started after the LSU game because Alabama just didn't look right, and that proved to be true against Oklahoma. And conversely, Auburn looks like a new and real team. I don't know. It's pretty amazing, Ani. I know you follow Auburn pretty closely. When you fire your head coach and get better immediately, what sense does that make? But Auburn against Vanderbilt looks like a really good football team that probably should have won a game against a top 10, top 12 team. So I like where their position is, on top of the fact when it came out the other day that it was going to be a night game. I don't think there's been a night game at Auburn in almost 15 or 20 years. I know the last night game in the series was 14 at Tuscaloosa. And it just seems to add to the combustive atmosphere of Jordan-Hare Stadium, which is already great. At night, it's even better.
It's like Coach Saban still says, Jordan-Hare is haunted. Strange things can happen there. We saw that maybe in the last game down at Auburn, the Iron Bowl, when the team had struggled, but they put up a really good fight against Bama. You just never know.
Well, the last two times Alabama has been there. Now, people say, what does it have to do with this? Well, the history sometimes repeats itself. What was it, 4 years ago, a Brian Harsin team, I can't remember the running back's name. You could help me. Had he run out of bounds with about a minute left, the game was over. He stayed in bounds, and Auburn ended up losing in 4 overtimes. And then 2 years ago, Jalen Murrow, 4th and 31. I mean, you can't get any two more dramatic finishes. Because it is just a difficult place, and I think this Auburn team is so much better, and there's no pressure on them. And listen, Kalen DeBoer's got a lot of pressure. It's not the biggest game of his career because he played in a national championship game at Washington, but it's the biggest game of his Alabama career. Because should he lose, Alabama's road to the playoffs is extremely narrow. Now, some Alabama fans think they should be in, but I'm not one of them. And on top of that, to miss out after where this program was a couple of days ago, a week or two ago, it would not be easy for Alabama fans to digest.
You're taking heat from both fan bases. It was once said to me that if both sides like you or both sides are equally as mad at you, you're doing your job. So I'm assuming you're doing your job and you got everybody stirred up.
Yeah, when all this political stuff started, somebody said, so this guy's supposed to run and the entire state of Alabama hates him. But hey, that's who I am. That's what I've done. My whole career has been based on just trying to move the conversation. And and you know it better than anyone. It was Alabama-Auburn, and because there was always a controversy throughout every day of my career in Alabama.
Just another day that ended in Y for you, Paul. Paul Finebaum, SEC Network, ESPN, and maybe, who knows, even U.S. Senate candidate. Good to see you, Paul.
Thanks, Sean.
There it is on the plains of Auburn. Folks going to be heading that way as we head to break. Jordan-Hare Stadium ahead of the Iron Bowl this